Hey guys, what's up? It's Quentin Drew here. So here's box number 52. This is the box that I finished up in 2014. However, I am filming this in 2015. Still I finished this box in 2014. I meant to upload it when there was sunlight out. Today is the 4th of January today. This is really the nicest day we've had since 2014. You could say the nicest day we've had in a year, if you want to say, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend saying that. But yeah, guys, here's some coins I found in box number 52, the last box of 2014, and I managed to get in my 52 box goal, which would have been one box every week for 52 weeks. I didn't necessarily score that, I didn't actually stick to that necessarily, because there were a couple weeks that got two boxes in 1 week, but I still managed to hit my 52 box goal, which really is what counts, so I'm pretty happy about that. This box here just kicked ass, I'll be entirely honest. It just kicked ass. For box number 52, for the last box of the year, I was shocked to see what's in here, so I'll give you guys a look at it. Stop the suspense right now and we'll go into it right now. Let's go. So you got some uncirculated coins. That was an ender right there, 1985 memorial, nice condition. And we got an 82 here, appears to be uncirculated. There's actually a die crack right there. If you look right there, see that right there? There's actually a die crack kind of going down there. It's quite interesting, quite nice. We got a 1968S, not bad. A 1960D small date, so the last one of 2014 right there. It's nice to end the last box of the year with the 68S. I don't find many of those, so and it's in pretty decent shape. A little bit of corrosion though. And then we got two interesting weird coins. This is not really that weird. I just thought it was interesting. So this here's a Denver Mint nickel. It's, you know, your common date, 1964, 51 years old, 51 years old. But the interesting part about it is, I've never seen a 64D this so circulated. I know it's kind of random, but Monticello is pretty much just wiped. I thought that was interesting because, you know, they made over 1.4 billion of these things, and to see one this worn pretty much gives you an idea of what these things will look like in maybe 10 years from now. And they fooled me. I thought that was going to be a 50s, 50s Jefferson, but nope. Unfortunately not. And this here is a 59D, and it's just really cool with the colors and everything. The coin itself is like a piece of art. I don't know if someone spilled gas or something on it. It was definitely dipped in some sort of chemical to give it that color. There were about 5 coins in this box, or 6, that were like this, and you can kind of tell by the side of the rims that they were going to be like that. I've had boxes in the past like that, with maybe 10 coins in the box looking like that. I've had pennies that look like that too, so I don't know if it's from the same person or what, but quite weird. Then we got a bunch of Canadian cents. I actually did score 2 George the 6th cents. I was about ready to say nickels, but cents there. 1950, and this 51 here, there's solder marks on it, or solder crap on it. I scratched it with another junk coin, just a zinc cent, and it left that scratch there, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's shines. I don't think it would be silver that they put on here. I assume it's just solder, but it kind of has a silvery color to it. You can tell it's been on here for years because it's pretty dirty, you know. And then I just scratched it right there, and it got that nice shine to it. And it's a George cent. It sucks though that it's been like this, but I'll take it anyways. And in the same roll was this 58 young head portrait, slightly more uncommon. The 50s young heads you don't see that often, it seems like. Quite actually, the 1954 young head portrait, it's pretty much the rarest young head portrait. I think it had the lowest vintage of a young head portrait, and I've only found 1 or 2 of them. That's not one though. You got a 64 Young Head and a very nice 81. Probably my nicest 1981. Pretty nice. Moving over to the nickels, we got quite a nice bit of nickels. I got a 41 with quite a lot of detail left on it. It looks like it was pulled from circulation 50 years ago and they just, like, you know, somehow got back. Same thing with this one, nice detail on this one, 1941. Just saving the pre-1960 nickels that, you know, are like VF Plus and are better dates. I usually don't keep my 41s, but when they're VF Plus like this, I'm going to take them. I got a 48D, or no, that's a 48 plane. Quite a lot of detail on it. Pretty nice. There was a 48D, a lot of detail on this one. I might need this one to replace the one that's in my book. We got a little bit more worn 48D. I got 55D that I might just replace the one that's in my book with. Or no, this is not the one. This is just a nicer 55D. This is the one that I might replace my book. The one that's in my book with. Lots of nice detail. Strong XF. It's pretty much a weak die for this year, so very hard to find these coins in decent shape, especially on the East Coast. Moving over to the cents, I got 14. I estimated I was going to score 15, but I scored 14. So right on average here. I got 1939, 1940, 1940. That was in a roll with one of my better coins up there, and I'll show you. 40, 45, 46. Obvious detector find right there. I don't know if that was could have been dropped or could have been dumped back in circulation by a YouTuber. I don't know. Anything's possible. That's definitely been on the East Coast though. Coins on the West Coast and other areas don't really, you know, turn that green. I mean, they don't turn that red. They started to get that red color. They're less preserved over here in the clay. It could be from Ohio too. So I've dug wheat pennies that look like that. I got a 46 CRHing, 46 really nice shape, 46D, 48, 49, 51D, 52D, and a 57D. So quite a bit of nice coins there. Now moving over to the better finds. I'll just show this one first. This was in a cent roll, of course. I thought this was weird. Someone counterstamped this with the number 2 and the number 4. No idea why anyone would do that. Maybe they were trying to create a tag or something, but who knows? Maybe it could have been for a coin contest or something, and you were going to go pick up coins, and maybe that was your number or something, and they called you off for raffles. I don't know. I have no idea. No idea how that, you know, happened, but it's pretty decent shape. I'm just going to keep it because I thought it was weird with the counter stamps on it. Usually this happens with older coins, not newer coins, and you can see where the imprints were left on the reverse. Quite interesting. We got a 58D here, and this is possibly the nicest 58D I've ever found. Don't save my 58Ds unless they're really nice. And take a look at the steps on this. I don't know if you guys will see that, but camera's not really picking it up, but oops, very shaky. That's about 4.5 full steps right there. I don't think I've seen a 58D better than that in my collection, of course. And the 58Ds were notorious to have weaker strikes, so the steps wouldn't show. So, you know, never know. It's a better coin, definitely. Finding a 57D with full steps, though, would be pretty amazing, because the 57Ds, their steps were wiped. Same thing with the 55D, 54D, 53D, you know, lots of wiped steps. Yeah. And I got this coin here. I believe this one's going to be an error. I'm not quite sure. I need your guys' opinion. This is just a normal 76D Lincoln, but obviously the reverse is not normal. It looks like it was struck over some tape or something. It's like left a deep mark in it. I don't know. If you look at that, it's been struck through. Quite nice. Sorry if you guys heard someone talking. It was probably my dad. I always try to tell them to try to be quiet when I'm making my videos, but of course it never goes as expected. But 1976D, quite nice. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's been struck through tape or something, so you guys tell me. No idea. It's fine on that side. It may be postman damage, so I'm not sure. We actually did score a silver nickel this box. I was quite surprised and quite happy to score a silver nickel. I think I'm on like 10 boxes with finding these things. 45 plain was this year. I spotted this on the side of a roll. I knew it was going to be silver. It's like the second roll I opened, as usual. And then I've had this happen to me in the past, guys. You guys know about it. When I go drop off my boxes, I sometimes ask for coin rolls. Lately it's been quarter rolls from a box in, a drop-off bank in town. I have 2 drop-off banks, and the one that's I get dime rolls at is usually I exchange my boxes every couple weeks there because I kind of switch back and forth. Excuse me. I switch back and forth, and I sometimes get 25 rolls of dimes, or yeah, 25 rolls of dimes, which equals $125, which is how much this box is. And I go through it for silver, and as you guys have seen in the past, I've scored countless silver dimes. I think I've scored maybe 4 or 5. I've scored 68 Canadians and stuff. Canadian George the 6th silvers and stuff. Quite awesome. Every so often you'll see it. I've never scored any quarter silver. Actually, in my lifetime, I've only scored 1 silver quarter, and that was a 1946 silver Washington that I actually got in change across the street from my house, from my neighbors at a garage sale. That was very interesting. That's the only silver quarter I've ever found in my life, coin hunting. But this time I got dimes at the bank that's, my other drop-off bank 5 or 10 minutes away from here. And I went through it for the dime, for silver dimes. I figured why not, of course I figured why not. What am I talking about? Of course I went through it. And I managed to score. I was surprised. I saw that rim and pulled out a silver rosy. There's 61D right there. Quite nice. 61D. Pretty nice. Silver. Happy. For 10 cents. And then second to last roll, I believe it was, or third to last roll, scored another one. I was quite surprised. Got a 64 rosy, quite tarnished. This one's a little bit scratched up and dinged on the reverse, but it's just really worth junk silver. 64D, quite dirty, but still silver. So pretty happy with that. And then guys, the shocker. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take a picture of this or take a picture of it. No, if I'm gonna put the picture I have of it in the video, in like the video image, I probably will. But this is the best find, guys. Take a look at this. So I was going through my penny box. I hadn't even opened any rolls left or yet. And I always go through the sides. I look at the side of the rolls, right? Side of the wrappers have like 2 windows on the side. I'm going through it, and sometimes I find wheat pennies on the side. I found George pennies on the side. I found lots of things on the side. My goal was to find an Indian head penny on the side in my lifetime. I never thought it would ever happen. I'm going through, and halfway through the box, I look at this. I'm going through the rolls, and I see this familiar reverse staring up at me. And when I saw that, I just freaked, because you guys probably know how much I like Indian head pennies. I'm not sure if I've really said it that much, but I love Indian head pennies. Not as much as I love wheat nickels, but finding an Indian was my goal for a long time. And I didn't score one until last year, which was 2 years ago, technically, a year and a half ago, in 2013. I scored 1907 Indian, and I was so happy because that was my first Indian in 9 or 10 years of coin hunting. And then I scored one in just a couple weeks ago, literally 1882 Indian, and now I scored this one, and this was one on the ender, and I took a picture of it. So that should be in the beginning of the video. But let's flip it over, guys. Take a look at this. That's a shocking condition. 1898, and you guys guessed it, full liberty. Full liberty on the headband. Look at that. full complete Liberty. I'm not sure if you guys can see that well, but 1898 looks like it may have been cleaned. Looks like it was cleaned and it started to get its original color back. Quite nice. So I'm just so happy with this find, guys. My first 1890s Indian head in general. Now I found one Indian head cent from the 1880s, one from the 1890s, and one from the 1900s. So my goal for 2015 is to find another Indian, another V-nickel, another buffalo, which probably will happen obviously, and maybe a whole roll of silver nickels. I don't know. I'd love to find a shield nickel. Finding a shield nickel would just make it all worthwhile. And finding an 1870s or 1860s Indian head cent would be awesome too. So I'm gonna keep going for it, guys. Never know what you're gonna find next. This has been such a great year. I wanted to thank you guys all for such a great year, 2014. Like I said, I'm filming this in 15, but you know, 2014 was one of my best years of coin hunting in a long time. I even think it might have even been my best year. Just to say the least here, I found like 5 or 6 silver dimes, about a whole roll, 40 or 50 silver nickels, maybe even more, maybe like 60, I'm not quite sure. Bunch of George head cents, got a 1920 King George V nickel, got a ton of buffaloes, 2 V nickels in 1894 or 1892 and in 1902 or 1904. You know, got a bunch of buffaloes, like I said, double Indians, quite a bit of nice airs, 1984 double die. That's just to name the least. I got a lot of nice coins this year, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. The motivation, you know, with this channel keeps me coin hunting and, you know, doing what I like. Because I want to help you guys, or not help you guys, but put out some content for you guys. I just recently hit 500 subscribers, and once I hit about maybe 510, 520, I'm gonna put a contest up. I probably should have done a contest earlier, and I apologize. I was so busy with school and stuff. But I will be putting on a contest hopefully once I hit about 510, 520. So yeah, guys, thanks guys for watching. Couldn't have done without you guys. See you guys later.